The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. 8, 6.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed car.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Shit better than the lane cable.
Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Damn, look how many interceptions I threw. It's definitely not me. Got counter full, huh?
It's slowly on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on the jet across the globe. I guess the board is my home and there's so many bills. Bird in my dome and like tumbling in the air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm starting as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Yeah, 100% hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on.
We all know what Bo Jackson want to do.
Coach, we find ourselves Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready. Mine's 50, mine's 50. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Show it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 11 now. Lock. And this is caught by Watkins. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Lock to throw on second down.
Oh, man, look at them fake-ass picks, man.
Picked by Kendall.
Come on,
and
man. Look, that's so fake.
At the 31-yard line.
My God,
the
that's so
Bullhawks
fake.
last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
I ain't gonna lie.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, this is Jackson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The whole thing.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week.
You see where it's red at? You see? That shit itch. Where? Oh, yeah. Probably a mosquito, nigga. That shit itch. That bitch drip all on my fucking hand. I'm about to order something after that game, man.
And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket.
I don't want to just order. That's why. I want some wings.
In order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Probably Pizza Hut.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh. I almost had his ass.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
We know what we need to do.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points.
Big 87 can do that.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
Way to come back.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Let's go. I got to get my mojo back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it.
Man, that game like to cheat, bro. I ain't stunt, man. That shit lame as fuck, bro. Y'all niggas stopped them. Y'all niggas stopped them earlier, but now y'all can't stop them. That shit trash, man.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
It's obvious that the nigga only play on the game. Nigga is trash.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, it's Lindsey. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Lindsey.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing his lock on third down.
Oh,
Will be incomplete.
Man,
great coverage there.
That bitch accurate.
Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Damn, that was first down, man. Nigga threw that bitch too hard.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets
Oh,
in,
my God. Somebody got to get
ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. Check. Lucky.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And at the end of it, he strips. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless?
And he caught that bitch in the end zone. So Let's go.
Too desperate for the goal line.
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
What's that?
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 50-50 ball.
God, just turn around to the damn ball, man. Man, he got all that bullshit, but he gonna look at the fucking ball.
Watkins, the intended receiver.
What the fuck wrong with this game,
Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start here with Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some
same fucking plays, man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm losing to
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the turnover, here's Locke.
Oh my God, go get the fucking ball, bro.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's his own.
On first down, Locke. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
51, Mike 51. Hey,
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good bellow.
And that's their first sack of this
I'm
game.
not going to drive, bro.
6 sacks. Great
Man,
coverage
deliver that shit.
downfield, which helped that pass rush.
Huh?
They are really working in sync right now.
I'm going to drive over there. I'm tired of driving. I drive all day.
It's cheap.
Hey, goddamn.
So you want to drive the Valley Blue and go beat over there?
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke.
Let me go. First down. Damn. Why that game so hard, though?
As the tackle comes at the Raiders'
Hey,
43.
fuck. The nigga is changed,
They
bro.
don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Locke. And the Raiders
Nigga, throw the ball. This shit trash. Nigga been hitting the button. That game that be wild.
And we remind you, coming up at
you
the
smell
half,
a
we'll
cinnamon
join
roll.
who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Rock now, closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 11th touchdown of the year.
God damn.
And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
About all the BWW. Man, that shit long, bro.
But he does make it through. And the lead is now 14-10.
To pick up as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I like them because they got different variety of flavor. Man, I don't give a fuck. I just want some wings, nigga.
Started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
That's all that nigga can do, son. That nigga sucks.
Back to back. What a momentum swing that
Nigga, it sucks. So all that nigga do is run some running plays. God damn.
Play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously.
Look at this game. Oh, my God.
Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. His second touchdown.
So how does not a tackle, bro?
As his guys are able to regain the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Barely made it in there.
By Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points.
Oh, my God, man. Stop crying, bro.
Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Block off of play action. Going left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Block now. Over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Tighten up, tighten up. Hey, high 7. Yeah, yeah.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, exit. On the ball. 56.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Y'all gonna play some D, or we're just gonna let him do what he do? Like,
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up.
All right, now we got to stop the fucking rain. I know what you want to do.
Studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
I got some dick for you to eat now.
Go to Popeye.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what they're...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Time y'all
down.
bring some pressure.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick,
Yeah,
and
somebody trade him to their team.
suddenly he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw
Time y'all bring some pressure.
Gets to him again. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but that's adopted in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
What are you doing?
All he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, what are you
He takes
doing?
it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
This shit be on it, man. Nigga be calling hut when I'm on the line.
41
Shit,
yards.
man.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Not quite the success
Jackson
they had
is
last play.
ridiculous.
This one goes for 3 yards.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 41, Jackson flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right side.
Oh, that game tried to glitch, son.
They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Bro, I'm holding triangle.
Credit, they took their
It's not my
shot,
fault.
but it's
What are you
gonna bring
doing?
up 4th down.
Well, this at least is
Man, that should be cheating,
son.
son.
Get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half.
Nigga was supposed to be returning that whole one.
With the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
But he should have. I should have catch a pig,
ready
Joe.
to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
That ball look like Jamar Chase.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey.
He switched at the last minute. That shit lame.
On the play back at the 37-yard
Look what he ran. Look what defense he ran and he stopped y'all on the run.
Direction and leads to 2nd down.
Come on, set, 8, read. 64, read. Small. 56, Mike, 56.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You draw Orton. Hey, C6. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted.
Fucking lineman can't block, man.
Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Look, Nick.
Well, that's 3 picks.
I should have been to agree to.
And I know this, the holiday
Let niggas
season.
hang too much.
Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's doing.
Oh man, come on with that faggot ass shit, man.
And all the way
Man, might as well let the
36-yard line.
all you want to do is run, son. That shit lame.
So how about that for a chain
That
mover?
shit
They're all the
lame.
way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got some space here.
Come here.
And they do
This should
get
be
him
cheap
down,
for
but
this
not
nigga.
before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Because that
He's
shit
able to rip
OP,
off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Nigga ain't got no D on his team.
Tyrell Williams,
Trash.
his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead.
Got no D tackle, man.
And
Thanks.
this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this
Giving
one
the
away,
game,
maybe with
man.
some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Go! 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Block now on 1st down.
Look what a nigga threw the ball, June. That nigga threw that ball.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh, I don't want him on the team. Look. Why he throwing that ball, nigga, right?
Just a little bit of a rough start. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better
nigga
figure
on the
whatever
same
reason is,
shit.
He better figure it out. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Take our L.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They run the counter. Jackson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well.
Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, Sam up.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will set up shop red zone territory.
Son, the quarterback trash. Nigga fucking quarterback ass.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. The extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 32-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. To throw it is locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Throwing on 1st down. Lock. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Maurice Hurst in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Lock. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Lock to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Broncos 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. One final try for Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.